Hello and welcome. This is a bit of a survival series that I've decided to do. It's nothing set in stone. It's DayZ. Anybody can play DayZ the way they want. But this is a few things mainly for beginners. Nothing too complicated. As you know, the controls are quite simple. Use your mouse to move. You got your W, S for backwards. Usually A and D. Z, you'll be able to lie down using Z. That will stand you back up as well. X will crouch, and V is for vaulting, where you can jump over obstacles. The rest, you know what I mean, stuff like you say, you got the F1 and F2 keys, where you can wave to somebody, hello, I'm friendly, don't shoot me. But most of the stuff that you would generally find in any DayZ forums slash DayZ wiki, I'll put a link in the description of all the stuff that you may be able to use. If you've got an Android phone, download the DayZ database maps or Icefyre. So we'll start off with a simple thing, is getting ourselves a knife, which you look to the ground, you can see search for stones, give yourself a couple of moments. I have not found a thing. I always like to move a couple of steps and do it again. I have found something, and there you go, you have found a small stone. So you take that in your hands and you look down again, it says craft stone knife, and the mechanics of the game will allow you to make an improvised knife, which I always do. As soon as I spawn, that's the first thing I do, is make an improvised knife. Doesn't matter where I'm at, there's different textures and different types of services where you can find stone from. It doesn't have to be on the beach. I've getting rid of the flare, something I just don't bother with. So we've got ourselves 2 slots. Then the second thing I do is just wander up to a tree. Any tree will do. Take your improvised knife, and it says cut off branch. And they have a stick. Now, a pointed stick where you can defend yourself against any zombies, sorry, I'll rephrase that, any infected that may be lurking around. Now we've got our improvised knife and our stick. It's time, what I always say, get off the coast, because at the end of the day you don't want to be floating around on the coast. That's what gets you shot. So I've just seen what we call, we the lads call a chicken coop, just there in the background. Now you may be wondering, saying, oh, where the hell am I? Just in the middle of nowhere. So you've got an option. You can either go left or right, north or south. So what we're going to do, we're going to head slightly north, then we're going to find a sign to give us our bearings, to see where we are. Now it's always handy, like I said, if you have an Android phone, to take the map so you can have a look at it when you find the town. Find somewhere safe and just have a quick look, and it'll give you the abbreviations. There's quite a few forums that'll give you the English name, so pen and paper is always handy. Just jot the town name down, and then you can find out exactly where you are. There's a zombie in front of us looking quite precarious. Now what I like to do with this, I said zombies to that, no, it's the infected. Right, infected. Try to give these a wide berth as we first spawn in. There's no need, we can, oh there's another one there. We can, and I suppose we'll have to, take this one on at least. What I usually like to do, open up your inventory, you get your wooden stick and put it in number 2 in the bar slot there. So you just press number 2, bang, it's in your hand. 2, back on your back, back in your hand, back on your back. So we'll just have a wander up. Normally I do like to fight these in first person. So spacebar to raise your stick. I always try to sneak up on them, get them from behind so they don't get a shot on you. And there we go. And he had a fishing hook on it, which is no good to us at the moment. So we'll have a quick check of the boats. If there's anything of value. Doesn't seem to be. Sheds, always a good place to find materials. Not today. We'll have a quick look in this house. It's a teddy bear. And we have an orange. And lovely succulent orange. Thing I play a lot of first person, which is basically that's so now as you can see I can't see through behind what's over this wall, so I've got to use the Q&E, have a little cheeky pick. But when you're in third person it's like a drone over your head, but it's a personal preference. But if you're first starting out, I would definitely just play third person, and then once you get used to the game, have a go at first person. It changes the game immensely. It feels sometimes like you're playing a new game, to be honest with you. So we'll check this one house here. Like I said, we don't want to hang around on the coast too long. So, got a tracksuit. We'll swap that over. It gives us an extra 2 slots, but we take our t-shirt, we tear it into rags, and just combine. You get 6 to a bunch. There's another shirt there. Again, just rip it up. And never have enough rags, because once you start getting hit by the infected, it seems that you bleed more and more on a regular basis. The more times you get hit by the undead. We still haven't found a sign to say where we're at, but we're not too worried about the moment. We've got a couple of houses. I just heard a zombie there, have a bit of a grunt. So we'll just close that door in case he decides to run in, which, as you can hear, he's sensed us. So check these few houses here. Now this turns into an art form, the trapping zombies in houses. If you can do it, wait for him coming in, he's going to venture in. Sometimes they're a bit shy, let's say, coming in. No, he's turned out back on us. So we've got a chance to get him. There we go, we never took a hit. And his body's disappeared. But we still find his kiwi. Thank you, Mr. Hall. So, a sign. Sign of the Southern Cross. Alright, so here we go. So like I say, if you've got your apps running and you see a sign here, just jot them 2 names down, have a quick look, and it'll give you a rough idea. So Chernarus is 1 mile that way, so look for Chernarus, and Mikta is 3 mile that way. So obviously we're looking for the closest area. So, but I know where I'm going, so we're just going to carry on straight down this road for now. What we need to do, we've got a juicy orange and a tantalising kiwi. So what we need now is to find our feathered friend, which is the chicken. And oh, excellent, we have found a burlap sack. So that is good news. We'll discuss the burlap sack at a later date once we find some rope. But at the moment we need to hear a little clucky clucky clucky, and hopefully we'll find ourselves a chicken, and we'll show you how we make a fire and cook the chicken and keep us one step ahead of starvation. Again, like I say, the main objective is get off the coast, get inland, and start foraging for supplies. The indicator saying that I am thirsty. As you can see, I'm hungry and thirsty, but I know there's a drinking well, or drinking fountain as some people like to call them, just past that shed, or barn I should say, the barn, sir. So we always check the sheds, little sheds, big sheds, any sheds, for resources. Now at the moment we're lucky because it's not raining and that's pristine. So what we'll do, we'll swap that over, it gives us an extra 2 slots. But tracksuit is not going to be wasted because we'll tear that into rags, and it gives us more options to make a rope. So 6 rags and another 6 rags equals 12. And once you get them 2, and that's not just going on, is it? And once we get them 2, the 2 separate 6s in our inventory, we can combine them and make rope. Now the DayZ gods will always do this to you. Once you've combined and chewed on, cutting up rags left, right and centre and so forth, the next shed you walk into, there'll be rope there. You can guarantee it. It does it every time to us, but there's always on the off chance that it may never happen. So I can hear some volatile screeching of the undead, but he seems to be over there. As you can see, this here is a drinking fountain, well, whatever you pump, whatever people call it. This is where you can get fresh water. Now some people spam it, X, get you on your knees. Some people spam it, but as for today I'm just gonna tap it once, just in case anybody says the game mechanics is because I know of some people like they're just fucking sad. But I will not show anybody how to do the apple glitch, and I will not be doing the apple glitch, and I'll try not to do the the glitch on the well if I can help it. And what we'll do, we'll eat our kiwi and our orange. That should give us plenty of hydration, I hope, and it frees up a little bit slot that we could do with. And there we go, hydrated now. Eat that succulent orange, that's back in the game. All we're going to do now is find a banana. Alright, now we're hydrated now, but we are still hungry. So we're just going to run up along, and there's a couple of houses there we can check out before we go any further, but I still haven't found a chicken. Oh, it's not here there. Do I hear a chicken? Yep. Also I heard a chicken. Yes, I did. Did ours stick out? There we are, there's our chicken. Don't be shy. Come along, don't be shy, don't be shy. Gotcha. And what we do, put our knife away, our stick away, we'll take our improvised knife. And for some reason it's not letting us go on my knees. And just hover over, there we go, hover over, it says skin and quarter of the body. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll get 2 succulent chicken breasts out of this. Breast. Right, so there we go. Small pile of guts. Shall we make, as you can see, if you hover the knife over, you can make an improvised fishing hook. Inspect that, and there you go. We can go fishing one day, but we're not going to be doing that today. Today is just getting our bellies full. Feathers, we can make, again, an improvised bow. Again, that's for another night, but when we are more energized, hydrated and good to go. But today we've just gone through the basics, and we've got a zombie, sorry, infected, and he's seen us. So here we go. Bang, bang. Right, again, he's going a bit fast, wasn't he? Come on, son. Oh. Again, always check the infected bodies, because they may have some goodies on them. But not today. That's the third one we've killed and we haven't get anything off it, have we? Well, except Dean Hall. He always has kiwis on him apparently. So check this house here. There's nothing seems to be here of worth at the moment. No. Not a sausage. Let's go check this little shed. Hay hook. Onwards and upwards we go. We're not doing too bad for hunger. Obviously, the hungrier you get, the darker the bar will go. So just keep that in mind when you're out and about scavenging for resources. And straight over here again. Just want to find a few more rags and I'll show you hopefully how to make an improvised backpack. Obviously there's shed loads of backpacks out there. Just happens that we found the burlap sack before we found a backpack, that's all. There's a DayZ stand yonder, you can see that. And another thing as well, which I could always stress out, I don't know if I mentioned this before, there's only one rule in DayZ, and one rule only, and that is trust no one. And I mean that. Definitely trust no one that you meet. You may meet him, friendliest player in the world. 40 minutes later, if he finds a gun, or you find ammo that he is wanting, mainly the golden tickets, he will kill you for it. You can guarantee it. Oh, there's a few hunting jackets here. Charcoal tabs. Now, I'm tempted to take them, but I haven't really got the space. Right, we're going to take the hunting jacket over the hoodie because it has an extra 2 slots. Plus, again, like I said, we can rip up the hoodie, tear it into rags, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our 2 6s. Put them together, and it says craft improvised rope. Bang. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now what you do with the rope, you drag it over to the burlap, and it says craft carrier bag. And there we have, sir, ladies and gentlemen, our very own little improvised backpack. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, that's not very big, is it? Well, that's what all the women say, but never mind. So what we do, we'll make it larger by taking our improvised knife and finding a bush. Now this just sounds so wrong now, it's going to get bigger by finding a bush. So we find a bush that says chopsticks, and we have done so. And the sticks are there. Now you've got to make sure you have no content in your backpack or it won't work. What you do, you get your sticks, you drag it over to the bag, and it says craft improvised backpack, and there we have it. One improvised backpack which has 20 slots. So that's us sorted. This makes us look a little bit more survivalists. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a chicken supper. So what we do is go to a tree, get our improvised knife out again. I told you, always grab this improvised knife because it is absolutely godsend when you first spawned in. For some reason it's not letting us do it. Cancel. No. Right, this one will work. For some reason that tree won't let us. This is one of the new trees. Something, I'm not sure. Right, it says there, right, you've got options of cut off branch or cut off bark. We're going to cut off the bark because we've already got a branch in our bark. But you don't do it once. You do it twice. We have 2 pieces of bark. And we should have 2 pieces of bark in our inventory there. There we go, chunk of bark. Now what we do, we get our knife back again, and I always like to knock down 2 sets of sticks. This is just to make sure that you've got enough fuel for the fire. And we'll find we're just going to run to this house. Run, slightly jog. I'm going to close the door. And we've got a fireplace here. So with the bark and the stick, you've got a few options. So you hover over it, and this says craft handrail. That's the first one we're going to do, and then we've got a handrail now. So we don't need no matches. Everything's self-sufficient. So we've got our handrail. Then you get the sticks again and to the bark. Second piece that we cut off, and it says craft fireplace. Now you can use rags, but I just use bark. It's easier. Saves on the rags, and you've got an option as you're facing the fireplace, placing the fire, and there we go. It should be in the fireplace. And then we get our handrail, place it in our hands, ignite. And there we have a fire. So with the rest of the sticks, I'll group them together. There's options to group, and then group them again onto the fireplace. As you can see, it's ignited now. So we get our stick that we had earlier, place it in hands, add attachment, and then press F, and we're going to have some beautiful charred chicken. And what I always do, forget about it for 30-40 seconds, just let it crack on, and then press tab, and as you can see in the corner here, the chicken breast is starting getting red. Now once this chicken breast goes a golden brown, like a KFC chicken nugget, you know, that type of golden brown, that's when you take it off the stick. So if you go any further, then it gets burnt, and then it could poison you. I always keep my handrail kit. It does get worn and damaged through time, obviously, but if you get caught out in the rain, because I haven't got a raincoat yet, so I may get hypothermia. So at the moment, it just saves you running around, then a few extra seconds, few extra minutes of messing around. That the hand kit's there, and you just crack on. And all you've got to do is worry about was making the fire. As you can see, it's gone that golden brown. There we go. So when it looks like that, that is a good time to take it off. Again, we'll just add attachment and carry on until the second piece is done. Well, as you can see, I will close it here, lads. Thank you very much for watching. I hope the video hasn't gone on too long. Until episode 2, stay safe.
Yeah.